Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into something that, just drives so many English learners crazy.
It really does. And it's not about learning more words. It's about a total shift, getting your brain to actually think in English from the get-go.
Okay, so let me ask you, does this sound like you? You can read English, you get what people are saying, but when it's your turn to talk, poof. It's like your brain just freezes up for a second.
Right. The words get stuck. It's this super common, super frustrating problem, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack for you.
Yeah, it's like there's this invisible barrier. And let's be super clear, this has zero to do with how smart you are or how big your vocabulary is.
Exactly. It's a thinking problem, not a knowledge problem. It's this mental wall that just pops up between knowing the words and being able to actually speak them.
And because of that wall, you're always worried about messing up, right? Speaking just feels clunky. It's slow, it's awkward, almost like you're building each sense one painful brick at a time.
Your brain is just working overtime. So what's really going on here? What's the root cause?
Well, that leads us right to the heart of the issue. The experts call it the translation trap.
And this is it. This is the main thing that holds people back and stops them from making that jump into really speaking confidently.
So what is it? It's basically this: mental translation. Your brain is secretly running this little 3-step program every single time you want to say something.
Yep. Step 1, think it in your own language. Step 2, translate it word for word into English. Step 3, try to cram all the grammar rules in there. And then you speak. I mean, of course it's slow. It sounds exhausting just describing it.
So look at this comparison. It really lays it all out. When you're in translation mode, your brain is slow. It's anxious. It's totally hung up on getting every single rule right.
But the goal, the thinking brain, that's totally different. It's fast because the thoughts are already in English. You're confident because you're focused on getting your point across, not on being grammatically perfect. You just flow.
Okay, so why do we get stuck in this translation trap? Well, there are a few big reasons, and the first one is a huge one: just being terrified of making a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
That and being a perfectionist, feeling like you have to have the sentence perfectly polished in your head before a single word comes out. And that just freezes you up. Throw in not using English every day and, well, you've got the perfect recipe for staying stuck.
All right, but here's the really good news. You are not doomed to stay in that trap forever. You can absolutely break free.
For sure. And the way out isn't about cramming more flashcards. It's about literally rewiring how your brain approaches English in the first place.
And it all starts with this one idea. You gotta burn this into your brain. Communication is more important than correctness.
Seriously, let that sink in. The goal is connection. It's about being understood. Real fluency comes from having the guts to just try to communicate, not from being perfect.
So what does that mean in practice? It means you have to start treating mistakes as proof that you're growing, not as some kind of failure.
Absolutely. Every single mistake is just a sign that you're pushing yourself. And when you can really embrace that idea, when you become mistake-friendly, that's when the fear just melts away. It gives you the freedom to just speak.
Okay, so mindset is one thing. But how do we actually do this? What are the practical steps? All right, let's dive into the toolkit. These are real, practical things you can start doing like today to build that habit of thinking in English. First up is a strategy that is an absolute game changer. It's about learning in chunks, not just single words.
Exactly. So instead of learning the words get, on, with, and it separately, you just learn the whole chunk. Get on with it. Your brain doesn't have to build the sentence anymore. It's already built for you.
Yeah, think of them like little pre-made language Legos. Phrases like, by the way, or what do you think? Your brain doesn't stop to think about the individual words.
Nope, it just grabs the whole block.
It's automatic.
And that's why it makes you sound faster and so much more natural.
Okay, tool number 2 is called the shadowing technique. Sounds a little mysterious, right?
It does, but it's an amazing exercise. It's all about training your brain and your mouth to keep up with the speed of a native speaker by, acting like their shadow.
And it's actually really simple. You just pick a short audio clip, maybe from a podcast or a movie, listen to it once, then play it again, but this time you talk right along with them. Just try to keep up.
And the key thing here, and this is so important, is you are not trying to be perfect. Don't worry about getting every word right. You're just trying to catch the rhythm, the flow, the music of how they speak.
All right, our third strategy. And I'm going to warn you, this one might feel a little weird at first, but trust us, it works. It's daily self-talk.
Think of it as your own private practice space. There's no one to judge you. You just talk to yourself in English. Describe your room, talk about your plans, literally anything. Just get the words out.
And with all these tools, the real secret is consistency. It's not about studying for 3 hours on a Saturday. It's about doing a little something every day, even just 15 or 20 minutes.
Right, you're just building a habit. You're making English a part of your world. Doing that little bit every single day is way, way more powerful than trying to cram it all in at once.
So what happens when you put all this together, the right mindset plus these daily practices? Well, you start getting closer to the real goal here.
And that goal is all about finding your flow.
And flow is that amazing feeling when you're not even thinking about it anymore. The thoughts just show up in English. The words just come out. That whole painful translation step is just gone.
It's that magic moment when English stops being this hard thing you have to fight with, and it just becomes a natural tool for saying what you want to say.
Now you gotta remember, this is a journey, right? You're not gonna wake up tomorrow morning and suddenly be perfectly fluent. But what you will do is start noticing these little wins.
Totally. Like, you'll have a quick conversation and realize afterwards, hey, wait a minute, I didn't translate any of that. That's how you know you're making progress. It's about your brain getting faster, not about getting a perfect score on a grammar test.
So if we could boil this entire thing down to just one piece of advice, it would be this. Think less, speak more. Seriously, just get out of your head. You have to use the language, mess it up and try again. That's the only way forward. In fact, you have to speak when it's not perfect. And that brings us to our final question. And this one's for you. The goal here isn't just to listen to us talk about this stuff. To really make a change, you have to actually do something.
So think about that toolkit we just gave you. Learning in chunks, shadowing, or talking to yourself. What's the one thing, just one, that you're going to try today?